It is day 20 of the 100x challenge. Today is April 25th. And take a look at Bitcoin. We are up 25% in the last 17 days, believe it or not. And man, I gotta say, I did not see this coming. The accounts are up $2,820. This is the largest gain since I've been doing the challenge. It's great to see. I've got the banana to represent the banana zone, which means we're rocketing straight up on both accounts. Looking at the ledger right now, Tesla up a whopping 21% just since Tuesday. That's how fast things can change. $1,800 gain since Tuesday. Obviously, it was a good earnings day, as I thought it might be, but we did play it safe, and I'll go over that with you in a minute. 7.9% up on the strategy trade. I mean, mostly green here for strategy since we began. We only had one red week, and will this continue? We'll get into that as well. Looking at the balances, 36% up now on strategy, 4% up now on Tesla. So both accounts doing great, $4,000 up on both. This is as of this morning. It's gone even higher since I wrote these down, 20% total on the combined portfolios. Comparing that to strategy's underlying stock, 36% to 24%. We are outperforming strategy. Tesla 4.5% compared to 4%, basically about the same for the Tesla account. And Bitcoin's up 13%. SPY's up as well. This is an old number, so we're just going to ignore that for now. Okay, let's look at the Tasty Trade account. I'm going to start with strategy. And one rule that I want to change going forward, we have strategy versus Tesla, and I've been using IBIT to generate some income. And you can see we actually did generate almost $300 for the last week. But I'm going to make a rule that the strategy account has to have only strategy shares, and the Tesla account only has Tesla shares. It's going to limit the ability to generate this weekly income. But I'm going to take a different approach here, where the Tesla account, we will continue to do covered calls pretty much every single week, unless we feel that it's just not worth it. But yeah, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sell this position. And I think what I'd like to do with some of the money that we've earned from income, and we're up about $1,000 on the income side of this account. I think what I'm going to do is actually strengthen this upper leg of this spread. So I'm going to take this from 900 to 1,000. What that's going to do is it's going to cost me roughly $5 times 100, about $500 to move this out. But it's going to provide us with 100 points or $10,000 of potential upside. And that's going to allow us to do more things into the future as well. Like one, if the price pumps to 600, we could keep rolling it out. If the price doesn't move very fast, we could roll it back down for a credit. So today we're going to strengthen this 900, and we're going to go ahead and close out the IBIT. So let's do that first. First thing I'm going to do is close this one out. So stand by while I do that. Okay, both are going to go in one shot here for a credit of 48.62. Hopefully that just works cleanly. Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, IBIT's done. And let's go ahead and we're going to roll this 900. So we're just going to roll roll strikes. We're going to roll it up. Okay, we're going to roll it up from 900 to 1,000. Let's see how much that costs. So we're going to buy back the 900. We're going to sell the 1,000 for less than $5, $4.75. So about 480 total. Okay, I'm going to switch to the Tesla account while that's working. All right, so we've got the weekly income here. We're up $400. Very happy with this. Whenever we can make $200 to $300 or more per week, we're doing very, very good on weekly income. That's really, really good. So let's close these out. In fact, let me just go ahead and put in an order to close these. And hopefully it'll get done by the time we got the next trade ready to go for exactly, let's do 50, $5,000 credit. The MSTR just went through. Excellent. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at for next week. Currently the price is 278. Oh my gosh. It's gone up by like 8 points since I last looked. And this is a lot. Here's the strategy for next week. I'm going to be a little bit defensive. If I was going to go on the offense, I would go something like 290 with basically a poor man's covered call. So I've got this synthetic down here, and that would give me a potential gain of $1,500, $1,600 if the price goes up to 290. Obviously I like that, but look at the downside. So I have to protect the downside. If we went down to 250 and retraced, which is very possible, then we're going to lose $1,600, which is about a third of the cash that we have. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go the other way. And like I said, if we make at least $200, $300 a week, we're happy. We can't go this far, 250, because we don't want to start losing money on a positive gain. So we're going to go something like 260. We're going to make money as long as we stay between 250 and 315, which is super likely. You can see this bell curve in the background. We're at the meat of the bell curve, right? 260, yeah. Okay, 260 and 220. It's going to cost $4,400, max profit of 705. If we're anywhere here, we're going to make about 300 to 400, right? So if we stay where we're at, if we go up, yeah, we're only going to make $100 or so. Dang it. Sorry. Let's do 262.5. Okay. Max profit 720. All right. 220, 262.5. Let's lock it in. So we're going to trade. We're going to go to May 2nd. Let's just double check and make sure. Weekly income has not cleared yet, so we have to wait till that's closed. All right, let's bring that down just slightly. 49.9. Giving up $10. Somebody take my positions, please. All right, while we're waiting for that, let's go back to the strategy account because we have roughly $6,000 in cash. And what I've decided to do right now, because we have to stay with strategy, is I've decided to buy about 10 shares of strategy and just hold it. I want to leave a little cash in case we go down, but I'm going to go ahead and add some shares and just go super long on strategy. I want to make sure that we maximize the growth of this account. We're not going to be theta positive. We're not going to be generating income. We're simply making a very strategic bet that strategy will go up over time, and buying shares is going to be theta neutral, but it is going to be long, which is why I'm going to keep some cash on the side. So if strategy corrects next week, let's say we go down to lower 300s, then I'll go ahead and deploy the cash, or I'll go ahead and deploy that cash, and we'll figure out new positioning at that time. So 10 shares will be about $3,600. So let's do that real quick. I hate buying into a pump, but I want to make sure that we don't miss upside. And you know what? We're long strategy. This is what we're here for. So we're going to go ahead and buy 10 shares. I just wish the price was lower so we can do covered calls like we're doing with Tesla. But honestly, this is probably going to be the better way to go as long as we continue to rise. So we're going to go ahead and put in 10 for 36.74. We do get a little bit of margin credit because we're going to hold shares too. All right, so that's done. Back to Tesla. So still hasn't gone through. We're going to have to lower this bad boy. So hard to get through. 49.75. There we go. Okay. Gain of about 375 for that position after a week. Very nice. Let's go ahead and do the final trade, and then we'll be out of here. So we are what? 220, 262. Where's Tesla right now? 279. Jeez. Okay. Okay, we're going to sell 262.5 May 2nd. We're going to buy the 220 at 68.8. Total of $4,600. That looks exactly right. Send it on through. While that's going. So yeah, re-looking at the potential here. we can make up to about $700. And if the price stays exactly the same, we're going to be at 418. So if the price goes down, obviously that's going to be a decent thing as long as it doesn't go below 253. So staying in this zone, super happy. Going up here, we're still fine because the rest of our positions go way up. I'm very bullish on Tesla, but damn, what a move. 280. You had so many doubters that wanted to sell before earnings. And conviction is a strong and powerful thing. When you know that you are sitting on a stock or a play that long term, you just know based on all the data that this is underpriced, it just really doesn't bother you to take certain positionings. Well, I can't wait to see where these positions end up next week, but we had a pump. We had a massive pump this week. What's going to happen next week? Are we going to recede back? Are we going to revert to the mean? This is normally what happens. So we're getting super, super excited at this point. You know, where's Tesla going to go? And is strategy going to get to 400? Is Tesla going to get to 300 next week? It very well could. And, you know, we're going to have a little bit of resistance here for Tesla and MicroStrategy. Let's see here. Strategy is looking really good. I know Bitcoin's going to have resistance. So look at Bitcoin. We're basically coming up upon all of this volume, all of this trading volume. This is going to be strong resistance for Bitcoin. But, you know, I try not to play TA. I just think that you go long and you stay long and things work out really well. That's going to be it for today. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the content, please subscribe, please like, all that good stuff. I appreciate all your support. So good luck, traders, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.